everyone. We have prepared latest market updates for September 9th, 2022. T-Mobile announces share buyback, stock rises. Wireless operator T-Mobile US Inc. on Thursday announced a $14 billion stock buyback program that will run through next September as it seeks to reward shareholders after doing better than its competitors. The company's stock rose 2.8% to $149.47 in the secondary market. For the year, shares jumped 25.3%, compared with a 9.7% drop for rival AT&T and 20.5% drop for Verizon. Analysts believe T-Mobile's free cash flow will grow in coming years as costs associated with the buyout of rival Sprint Corporate cut and more customers sign up for competitively priced 5G networks. At an investor day last year, T-Mobile executives said the company expects free cash flow growth to support the $60 billion stock buyback between 2023 and 2025. The buyback announcement comes a day after T-Mobile announced it was selling its wireless business to Cogent Communications Holdings Inc. in an effort to focus on 5G. The buyout is expected to come from existing cash and proceeds from one or more debt issues or other borrowings, the company said. Bitcoin recovers $20,000 amid weaker dollar. Bitcoin prices surged back above the $20,000 mark on Friday, with the cryptocurrency market following a broader recovery in risky assets as the dollar retreated from 20-year highs. The world's largest cryptocurrency jumped nearly 6% to $20,455.4, also recovering from levels near 2022 lows. As a result, the total capitalization of the crypto market surpassed the $1 trillion mark again, albeit marginally. Bitcoin's recovery was largely spurred by weakness in the dollar, which has fallen further from its 20-year peak earlier this week. Lower Treasury bond yields combined with a larger-than-expected rate hike by the European Central Bank helped to take the wind out of the dollar's sails. Other cryptocurrencies also rose. Ethereum, the second-largest cryptocurrency, rose 4.4% to a more than three-week high of $1,704, along with a host of other smaller altcoins. Ether has been significantly outperforming its cryptocurrency peers over the past month in anticipation of the upcoming move to a proof-of-stake model. Oil heads for a weekly drop on demand fears. Oil prices rose on Friday as investors considered Russia's threat to hold oil and gas exports to some buyers, but crude was set for a second weekly decline as aggressive central bank rate hikes and Chinese COVID-19 restrictions weakened demand. Brent crude futures rose 0.3% to $89.37 a barrel. West Texas Intermediate WTI U.S. crude futures rose 0.1% to $83.64. Both oil benchmarks fell 4% for the week, with the market falling to its lowest level since January at one point this week. The decline is tempered by a supply shortage amid Russia's threat to cut oil supplies to any country that supports a cap on its oil prices, a small cut in production by the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, and its allies, and a weakening of the U.S. oil production growth forecasts. The U.S. Energy Information Administration said Thursday that it expects U.S. oil production to rise by 540,000 barrels per day to 11.79 million barrels per day in 2022, up from a previous forecast of 610,000 barrels per day growth.